I know you guys are tired of watching paint stripping, but it's kind of a mystery of what kind of stuff we run into, especially last week. I need to get the door stripped, and all the rubber back off this. Screaming kids. It's actually like 60 degrees outside, so the kids are going nuts. We can do the quarter and the door. The door I don't suspect is actually that bad because I can see where it was maroon and then somebody sprayed just straight white over the top of it, it looks like. There's no primer, no nothing underneath it. And then the kid flat blacked it. So it should just come right off. I gotta find a window crank somewhere. I seemingly lost my single window crank I got with the car. So I can crank up the window and get the door handle out. I don't know. I'll find something. I don't want to take vice grips to it because that's how you tear up the little spline thingies, but we'll figure it out and get it going. Huh. Missing a screw. That's nice. That's how when people put cars back together, they put them together. Boat screws. Much better. That was a really bad indention right there, and I got most of it out. It's at least, there's still a little itty bitty low spot, but you're probably not even talking a 1/16 of an inch. So that'll all be fixed in the final body working. Plus it'll be a little bit easier once I fix the lower part of the fender down there and get it mounted on the car. I can work it a little bit better, because then I can make sure it's sitting right and everything's good. But for now, I like that. It's a whole lot better than that slab of crappy Bondo that was in it. Got another little EDB spot. It's really hard to tell. There you go. You can see. Little bitty pit spot. It's not even 1/16 of an inch. I may or may not even deal with that. You can probably tell that I'm moving really slow, and that's because we're getting over, I'm not quite sure how much worse this is going to get, like an allergen cold or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. You're not actually sick. It just feels like somebody turned a fog machine on your brain and splashed acid in your eyes, and which causes your nose to run into your chest, which then feels like someone put chalk in your chest. And every time you cough, it's like the chalk breaks, like concrete. And then when you cough, the concrete breaks loose. It hurts. And I feel like somebody beat me with a 2x4. But this stuff's been on here for like 3 days. Like there's a pretty good gap. I stopped recording, and I actually helped. That's the hoist is here because the motor trans and some other miscellaneous crap is gone now. So I'm starting to get some of my room back over here, which is good. The fender, I worked on it just a little bit more right before I started to feel like crap, and it's there. Like I had it there, but it's there. That fender, I don't think I'm going to have to do really anything to. There was one spot, that's going to have to be welded. I don't remember which fender it was. I don't even see it now. I'm still not thinking straight. I don't have enough aircraft stripper. I've used so much on this car already. I thought a gallon would do the whole car. Usually I buy a gallon. When I stripped, I don't know, I've stripped so many car parts. I just didn't think there was a big translation between stripping a bunch of car parts to stripping a whole car. Well, not the whole car, just the outside of it. And there is, especially when the trunk has, 12, 14 layers of paint on it or whatever it was. The fenders have like 7, 8 layers of paint on them. The doors, 5. It looks like the quarter panels and the roof aren't going to have any kind of weird issues. And I think the passenger side is a factory white with just the black over the top of it. So I won't have to go through black, white, maroon, and primers in between, clears in between, and then the sealer at the end. But yeah, I'm going to let this just sit on here for a good portion of the day. I'm going to, I don't know, go stretch some. See if I can stretch this crap out. Now, so, I'm extremely disappointed. Another disappointment. The trunk's disappointing, although I did speak with my brother, and he kind of has an idea of how to fix it. He said it shouldn't be too bad, but I don't quite know what I'm doing on that. I found that stupid rust spot down there. That is very disappointing. That's like one spot I checked. I checked there for rust, and there was rust there. I guess I missed it. I mean, it's pretty small. It's like that. It's easy to patch it in. It's no big deal. I'll probably cut out a lot larger section than I need so I can check all the area up underneath there. But I'm out of paint stripper, so, and it's Saturday evening. There's nothing I can do. I'm hung up. I'm done until Monday, maybe Monday, Tuesday, something like that. But for now, I'm gonna call it quits. I feel like poo. If I feel better tomorrow, I'll come out and start sanding on the roof, 40 gritting the roof and 40 gritting the other fender and finishing that fender. Just as I'm hitting spots, I'm kind of showing you guys what spot I hit and then how I fix it. I kind of know what I'm doing on that. Like, I've done it. I'm not an expert, but it works. I'm probably doing it wrong, but it's not wrong if the end result is exactly the same as the end result of doing it right. But again, thank you for all the support. I hope you guys join me on the next one, which will hopefully be a lot less doom and gloom.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school.